My name is Clara and I am studying System and Networking Administration.
My name is Patricia and I am studying software development.
My name is Gabriel Gaber, as you guys might know, and I study systems, computers, and networking administration.
We are going to talk about our Moodle platform, FP Rivera. What is FP Rivera? FP Rivera is a website organized by our teachers for monitoring and tracking the whole year academy. If you want to have access to the platform and between all the different options of the website, you will need a password. This password has to be provided by a teacher.
I'm going to try and guide you guys through the whole user interface and the platform. I'm going to be using the website itself to show you guys some of the functionalities and resources available on the website, and hopefully you guys will stay with me and we'll cope with this together. I'm going to be accessing the website. I think the better way to demonstrate things would be to have a practical application to what we're talking about here. I'll also try to show you guys what the way I operate with the platform as a student. After the username and password, after you guys have identified yourself, you'll have full access to all the resources. There's also an option right next to the form that you guys fill in to identify yourselves, where you guys can set the language to English, so it's a little bit more international here. It doesn't want to be in English. Here, once you have identified yourself, as I said, main website in the platform's index, it's some sort of like more introductory approach to the whole site, where you guys can see all the subjects that are being taught currently. There's also like a personal area, a personal space here, where you would see your own events or like more social stuff to connect with other people. You guys see I need to like some assignments that I have in here. It's just basically, it works some sort of like agenda where you guys can see what exactly do you need to hand in what period of time. Here in events, you see exactly that, tasks and all the assignments you have to hand, but you also see social events and things that have been uploaded by your teacher, which is also interesting content. To your right here, there's like some, as you guys can probably tell, there's a calendar in here, block that's being displayed. Then on my courses is the most interesting part of the website and where really the core of the whole thing is. You would see the subjects that you're currently learning. Here I have hardware fundamentals. This is the most interesting part about the whole website. The content are out there 24/7. You get provided with a lot of information by your teachers. There's comments in each one of the tasks, your assignments, and all the files, all the documents are divided in units. You also have here, to simplify, you also have here like the same thing for messages or notifications. Try to search something on the forums, for example, which is another way of communicating with people. The contents, as I said, of the website are being updated by the teacher pretty much whenever they want, and we have access to them. And something very interesting about this whole process is not only just documents, which you could do in any other platform like Google Drive or something like that, something more simple. It's also, they also have a social aspect to it. That means they let you, the teacher itself can also give you feedback on what you've done properly, can also put some comments in here, do this better, do that thing better. And it also shows you the amount of time that the task or the assignment has been delayed, the amount of time that has passed since you had assignment. What else can I tell you? Here where it says this course, once you access the course you're in, of course you might see there's a tab in here that says people. If you type in here, you're going to be able to see all the students that are currently studying with you in your very same class or that are taking the same subject. Here in obviously grades from top to bottom. This thing is like something, it's a little bit new. It's like innovative. It's supposed to, before you take an exam or as practice, the teachers can also upload these kinds of documents that allow you to practice, like do some simple questions, like some sort of trial before the last exams. There's also access here to forums and other kinds of documents, resources, and again, tasks. So the whole platform is functionalized in resources again, which is what I've showed you a little bit in general. The whole platform is displayed in a way which remains very visual, very user-friendly, all kinds of, as you guys have seen, as I demonstrate right now, you guys have access to all kinds of resources immediately right now 24/7. So it's one of the most interesting parts about the platform. There's also, as I told you, there's some of the advantages here are obviously the fact that you don't need books, you don't need something physical to access to the multiple resources that you have. You also don't need Wi-Fi. You can download all of those resources on your very computer. And it's also a thing that connects people at the same time. You can always give feedback not only from your teachers, but also on the forums and get feedback, which is also important, and commentate on things that you might be interested in.
In my opinion, I think the Moodle platform called FP Rivera is a quite easy resource when it comes to make our studies and our lessons more comfortable. But this usually happens, I find some disadvantages. By using this platform, we can we have left behind resources such as books or notebooks, which, in my opinion, I sometimes I think they are more useful than a computer. By using this, in case you don't have access to internet at home or it's failed, you cannot access to this platform. And I think the content not 100% of the time. And in this platform, it is impossible to personify per student. In other words, a teacher cannot have content for a student exclusively. It is impossible to upload a task for that student.
Thank you.